Ooh, okay, we are back. We are back at Abby's Pizza, and the last time we were here, we were celebrating our anniversary of 35 years. So today we're back, and it is several months later, and I thought since we're here having pizza again, we'll do a relationship video. So I was thinking that a good topic would be discussing how we decide to discuss, like when we're having a problem, like if there's a relationship issue, how
Which there never is.
how we like talk it out when, especially like when you don't want to talk about a subject. I think just recently we've come into figuring out a way to kind of approach it. So we'll talk about that. Okay, so I think the last couple of years we've approached our, not arguments, but our, what would you call it? Like if there's an issue.
Discussion.
A discussion, yeah. Like a better way that we started having discussions would be, I think, two different things. The first thing, I think we started actually just asking, letting the other person know that
there was a potential problem or
yeah,
something was bothering them.
and that you do want to discuss it, and is now a good time, or do you want to like make a time for it at a later date?
Mull it over and think
Yeah.
about it. And I don't know.
I think that way it gives us a chance to just think about it, and like we don't feel like attacked, and we do have like that time
Yeah,
to think
preparing
about
an
it.
answer is a little easier than having it just kind of flow out sometimes. Sometimes you say things you're not really feeling, but you are, I don't know, what would you say, like,
You
not
think,
spiteful, but
yeah, like you think of a way that sounds better.
yeah.
Like it just gives you a time. Like when you say something and then you think about a conversation like later in that day and you go, oh, I think I could have said that better.
It's actually one of the things that a lot of people that are giving advice for speakers or people that answer questions is always wait. Give yourself a minute to answer the question before you just go right off and start blabbing and saying stuff that
So would that be like answer with your head and not with your emotion?
definitely.
Yeah, that does work a lot better. So I think that is definitely one thing that we started doing, and most of the time,
I'm right.
not really, but I would say most of the time that question diffuses a lot of the tension, and then we just kind of just start talking about it most of the time. Depends what it is, I guess.
But yeah, I agree. It definitely makes it easier to also bridge other subjects that might be a little more sensitive to one or the other.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. I just wanted to show you our pizza. What is this? Abby Special? It's a 16-inch Abby Special. And tip of the day, when you're having conversations about an issue, it's always good to talk over really good food. Anyway, that's tip number 2.
smile.
It does. Okay, so we finished our pizza, and I think the second, or no, what was the second thing was having food. The third thing would be, I would say, I forget what was the third thing.
Well, that's a good interview here.
I know. No, the third thing is coming from, like, if it's a very sensitive topic or that the person doesn't want to talk about, when you have an issue, it's an issue, but they just don't want to talk about it. It's just a very sensitive topic for some
And
reason.
it could be that they're just not ready for it
Yeah.
as well, to face that issue or to, sometimes it's not easy.
Yeah. In my opinion, when it's a topic like that or it's a situation like that, I notice that it's better to come from a place of trying to figure it out, ask questions rather than confronting. So I noticed there are several topics that you just do not want to talk about, whenever it is. And I mean, a lot of them have gone on for years at this point. And I think
We're still married.
we're still married. And we'll talk about that actually in another video. But I think within the last, year, maybe 2 years, I kind of started wanting to not specifically talk about certain things, but when I bring certain things up that I know are going to be sensitive for you, I have started off the conversation saying, this is not confrontational. I am not trying to bring up a sore subject. I'm not trying to push your buttons. It's literally, I'm trying to understand, and I actually am, because I think it's important not to get my point across or get what I want to happen. I actually want to understand. I want to understand either why you don't want to talk about certain things, why it's sensitive. I just want to understand. And for some,
And
I
then
think,
sometimes I want to understand, why do you want to talk about certain subjects all the time?
true. It could be that I'm just always wanting to talk about the same thing. Who knows? It's life. It's marriage. You got to work it out. But I have noticed that when you come from a place of trying to understand the other person versus trying to be heard, it makes a difference. I think the last, couple times that we've done that, we've actually had really good conversations and more of fact finding. Maybe we got ahead, maybe we didn't, I don't know, but it was actually some pretty good conversations, wouldn't you say? Or what?
I'm sorry, what did you say? Were you talking?
No. What would you say?
I would say you're always right. No, but in all honesty, yeah, no, it's been working. We definitely have figured out a better way to communicate without feeling like we're either, I wouldn't say attacking, but being aggressive about it or anything like
Not
that.
trying to
Or,
win.
yeah, not win argument or whatever, and it's more of a discussion than anything else.
Yeah, we don't
So,
really argue. Well, I guess sometimes we do, but it's rare. It's really rare.
it's mostly when I come home late from fishing.
That is true. But I do think understanding or trying to do a fact-finding conversation rather than trying to push your point and try to make sure they understand your point of view, and you switch it around a little bit and you try to go in trying to understand their point of view.
That's another key feature, is trying to put yourself in their position and their point of view and understanding that. And I think in any, not even just personal relationships, but work related, trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see it from their light, and puts a lot better understanding on your part, and a lot of times then you'll realize that, well, you're probably still right, but they also have a point, so anyhow.
Yeah, that was good. Anyway, we just wanted to share that, how we have stayed married for 35 years and are still learning. And this is just a few things that we do to communicate with each other better. So we'll see you on the next one.
All right.